Hello, everyone. I am bringing you something that I did not ever expect to have in my hands. Actually, it is as you can see, and as I'm sure I will put in the description, yes, the Gamerverse Psylocke versus Thanos set. It absolutely I'm still mystified. I'm still dumbstruck. Well, obviously not because I'm talking. Awestruck that I actually have one, and I was able to get one. Being, exclusive, and I've got to say, it drives me absolutely bananas when they do these sort of things. They'll do an absolutely wonderful looking figure that we've been waiting for a long time, and it ends up being an exclusive. So, but anyway, whatever happened, here it is. I have one, and I couldn't be happier. And I will say, when I first saw this, I went, "Oh my god!" Psylocke figures. I'm such a Psylocke fan, but it just all the years I've been buying these things, Psylocke figures and me, we've just never really crossed paths. Yes, I've seen the one they did of her all armored up with a cape with Wolverine, and the Jim Lee Psylocke was sort of my Psylocke. And yes, there was the Marfex one, and yeah, I would have liked one of those Marfex ones, but I was a little bit late to the party with that one. So, and I missed, I think there was a re-release a little while ago. But I do have to say, I do tend to like the newer wave of Legends face portraits a little bit more than the Marfex ones. So, and sometimes I tend to like the proportions a little bit better. Like the Marfex, their figures tend to be a lot leaner, whereas this, I mean, look at Psylocke's. She looks strong. Her structure, she looks quite physically formidable. And you know what? The fact that she was packaged with Thanos at first, it was actually making me feel a little bit better about not ever being able to get one, because I thought, I've never really been in the market for a Thanos. And, of course, if we think of if you think of Psylocke, of course she's battling Thanos. When's that ever going? When's that ever happening? But anyway, so I thought that this would be a bit of a, oh well, at least you won't be paying for a figure that you don't want to get one that you really, 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 really want. But I've got to say, once I had this thing in my hand, and I've looked at him, I'm going, you know what? I really, really like him. There he is. He's not loaded with much stuff. I mean, obviously this set is all about Psylocke, but he's really good. Just got his little snappy hand in there, which is lovely. It looks nice. I haven't got it out yet, but I just never thought for a second I would ever be holding one of these, and there we are. So I'll tell you what, let's open this thing. How long will this take? Dare I keep you guys sitting here while I do it? I may as well. I'm going, well, will I pause the tape? But it might take me more time and effort to mess you guys around rather than just open the freaking box. Okay, there we go. I'm actually opening it on camera. This is a relatively new thing for me. So we do have, we've got a bit of a, I suppose you could have it as a backdrop. Video game. Can't quite remember. I can't quite remember. I don't remember any stages of that game or anything that had that. I think it's just a general, retro-y, gamey looking thing. So anyway, here is the main attraction. Oh, and the bit that comes out. there they are. I've got to say, I was quite happy, you know, trying to list all the reasons that I needn't be disappointed in missing out on this. But yeah, I tell you what, when I had the opportunity, I just said there is no way in the world I'm walking away from this, because this will probably be the only time I ever have one sitting in front of me. And I'll regret it from here on if I don't get it. So I'm trying to, I've not done a lot of these. I'm trying to walk a line between giving you guys as good a look as possible and not waffling on with meaningless rubbish. So let's start. Look at, see, this is the first time I'm getting her out of the package. Oh boy, oh boy. For someone who's never been there at the right time to get a Legends Psylocke, boy oh boy, I certainly feel like I've been lucky enough to get the best one. This is absolutely lovely. So we've got a, hopefully you can see, I'm trying to rig up a bit of decent lighting. Not a professional, in case you haven't noticed. So there we go, bit of light. So she does have a nice tinge of a little bit of purple in there, in the hair. It's sort of washed through. It's lovely. This is a lovely thing. For those, I certainly feel for those who were not able to get a pre-order. I saw videos that I didn't watch the full things, but it looks like she sold out pretty quickly, which I'm not surprised about, because as I said, there just hasn't been a Psylocke like this before. Let alone, you know, we're looking for a Psylocke to begin with, let alone a really good one. So look, I'm going to stop waffling. Here is a nice look at the a bit of a look at the figure, and I do think what I do like about these, the proportions, the size of the thighs. She looks strong. She looks like what she is, a very capable fighter. So let's have a look at the, I'll just get her arm out of the way. You can have a look at, here's a side view. So yeah, very thin around the waist, but that's just what happens. That's just what they do. And you can see they've got the nice, probably shouldn't just go straight into articulation straight away, but let's have a look. I'll give you guys a look at what she comes with. So here, head number one, a nice little bit of hair there, loosey, movable hair. Well, not movable, but it's separate. All nicely. I do love that they do the separate hair pieces and the facial portraits. Right, let's have a look at the wonderful things she comes with. Right, second head sculpt. You can certainly see the purple that's coming through. It's certainly applied a lot more liberally to the underside of it, and the wash is through the top side. Again, it's lovely hair, and they've done the same thing with the, are they, they're not bangs, I don't know what you call it, just a little bit falling forward. So she still has it, but it's just flipped back. It's been blown back. It's done it. They've done it very, very nicely. Yeah, I probably should put it here, which would be a little bit better, so you guys can see. I've got to remember, because I'm looking at this for the first time, and I've got to remember, hang on, you guys have got to get it maybe a little bit closer. And I tell you what, look, the facial portraits, Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. And look, I do apologise if they're not coming through. I'm doing my best because I'm trying to... My phone is in front of me, holding this thing here. So if I hold it, I'm trying to, again, walk a line between being able to show you guys, because when I do this, my eyes are so close to the phone I can't focus. So I've just got to trust that this thing's going to be in focus. I'm very professional. I'm just going to do a little head swap so you guys can see. Da-da-da-da. There we go. Oh, there's the neck with the peg. I guess, for those of you who are going, you know what, I want an idea of what the peg size is to see what sort of heads I can put on it. So that's the inside. I know some of them, they'll have a small peg, some of them they'll have a large one. Okay, there we are. So there she is with head number 2. Bit of a fighty, a little bit more actiony. And I gotta say, absolutely beautiful, absolutely lovely. They have nailed Psylocke like I've never seen the like of. Certainly in one of the, the Marvel Legends price point. I wasn't going to do articulation yet. So this one, I'll just give you an idea of what sort of... Yeah, you can get a bit of range before the hair starts to force a downward trajectory. But, Psylocke being Psylocke, she's always doing a bit of, a little bit of looking downwards, a little bit more menacing, never goes astray with her. So that's her there. I'm going to stop. This is taking so long. I'm so sorry. Now, let's get some more stuff. Let's have a look at these hands so she can do the wonderful... the wonderful Marvel versus Capcom game posing, but also the Marvel Rivals posing. Gee. Right, let's get this. Right. So she has 2 of the Psy, Psy Bang Bang hands. And she has a lovely open palm action hand. This is an absolutely lovely release. Absolutely lovely release. Oh, she's got a your classic psychic knife. Classic psychic knife. So there's the whether you can see, there's a circular piece. It's going to circle around her wrist. Let's see how that works. So I'm sorry. So she has those hands. She has one fist, one open hand, which seems to be a bit of a trend nowadays. Not 2 fists. They tend to do a fist and a something else. Whether this will easily go around there or whether I want to take this off first. I might take this off first. Yep. Right. Let's go hand in here. Da-da-da-da. Yep. Probably would be, it'll go in there quite nicely. Put the thing back on. I think it is going to work. Well, let's see what it does work the best with. Well, you know what? You could sort of have it, because it's going to sit behind her hand, unless you wanted to do something like, I don't think it'd do that, mind you. Why would you want to do that? Oh, sorry. Oh, God. Why would you want to do that? So what I'm doing now is I'm just putting this thing in here very professionally and just seeing how these things would work. Whether you want to do something like that because you'd have the knife behind it. I'm just going to see what it's like on the fist hand, which would, in theory, have the least amount of, take up the least amount of space inside. Let's do this. So yeah, look at that. So certainly the one you would think, the psychic knife, that the fist would sit inside the psychic knife piece the best, and then go on to ye olde arm. This is my first. Look at that. So that certainly, and that has the psychic, the psychic knife look about it, because I certainly remember from when Mr. Lee would draw her, I'm pretty sure from memory it'd be a fist inside the knife. So what a lovely thing. What a lovely thing. Okay. Now, we also have many psychic pieces. So there's that one, and a little bit of a nice bit of movement, lovely movement options. So for this one, the you can see there is the open piece, the open sort of C section right there. That oh God, I'm so good at this. The open section right there, that the fist might go into. I can't even find it now. Oh, actually, I wonder if it would just go onto. I wonder if it's supposed to just go on the wrist. You could do that, I suppose. So that is a look at that psychic effect. The psi slash, we'll call it the psi slash. That's with no hand on it, and that's a very, very tight fit there. So look at that. Righto. So if you weren't looking from this direction, if you're going to have a setup, that would work quite well. So we have that one. And do we have the opposite number of, no, we don't. It's different again. It's different again. So again, we have another slashy movement effect. Two separate pieces. That's two separate pieces, not one joined. And again, where's the insertion point on this? Oh, again, just for the purposes of demonstration, the insertion point again is there. So there you go. Okay. Should we do? Oh, and of course, how could I forget? Another thing that made me so dirty that I was never going to get one. The butterfly, the psychic butterfly effect. So, what's the go here? Oh, okay, so this must... I am working this out as we go. So it looks like, what we've got here on this side, it's like a pair of glasses on this side, And on this side, on this side is a little, it's like a C-clip. It's, if you can see that, if that's showing up, there we go. It's a C-clip on that side. So, exactly. Oh yeah. There is a little gappy gap. Oh, there's a little gappy gap in there. I think theoretically would go on like a pair of glasses. It's going in there. It's going in. Yeah. Let's. Oh yeah. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It went from there's no way this is going to happen. No way that's going to fit. No way that's going to fit. Oh, it fits. So it was like that. It was like that. Oh, actually, this is sitting outside. This is sitting on the outside there, so that's no good. It'll have to. Oh, there it does. It does. No, it doesn't. It was like it. It looks like there is a hole, and it looks like it's going to go behind her ear. So I'm not going to waste your time, but it fits on. It looks like it's really going to fit on nicely. Okay, so let's have a look at a bit of articulation. So we have that sort of range for looking down, and which is very nice for her to do a little jumpy attack. Of course, with the hair like this, she's not going to be doing a lot of looking upwards. So if you want to have her doing like a ninja run, yeah, there's not going to be a lot of that. That sort of attitude on the side, which would be handy for a ninja kick in that direction. So that's something. Now the shoulder, as you can see, one piece there, butterflies there. You pretty much your standard Legends articulation in the shoulders. There is a nice cut. There's a swivel in the top of the shoulder where the arm bands are. Very nice. And she's got an elbow, which is always handy. So that'll be a full one of those for the elbow. I can't do this. I've got to give her a hand. So that's arms. Now let's have a look at this torso. We'll see how good a ninja torso she's got. Okay, so that's pretty good. Torso. Let's just move that torso around. A diagonal movement, yes. So all good ninja-y things. I'm expecting this to be a pretty deep. Oh yeah, there's a bit of a click. Maybe not super deep for that waist. Maybe not super deep, but at least she won't look terribly weird. So you can do that. Yeah. So you're not going to have the silly looking like you got a broken back thing going on, which is fine. So legs, do they? No, they don't really drop down or anything, from what I can tell. But that's not bad. Is there any? Oh yes, there is. There is a twist, and it's not quite where you'd expect. It's above this the thicker band. That's where the thigh twist is in this. It actually looked like it was there, but it ain't. So there's that. Very nice, if you can see, very nice muscle definition on the thighs. Toes, well, not really toes, feet, and your standard Legends rocker. I do wish that they'd get a better rocker in here, like a ball socket or something, so that it doesn't, so that you can alter the angle of the ankle without sending the toes inwards or outwards at the same time. But it does look better when it comes to ankles. They can give them a bit of a proper ankle there. So people always do this, which you can do. It doesn't, but it's not sort of the best for look. But she'd certainly, when it comes to ninja kicks, probably not my best posing, but you can get her into, I'm just playing around here, but you could certainly get her posed nicely. So what I'm going to do, so that's a look at Psylocke. Now, it would be remiss of me not to have a bit of a look at Thanos, at the unexpectedly nice looking and interesting Thanos that comes in this pack. Marvelous. Look at that. I did not at all expect to have any interest whatsoever in this figure, but I just like to line the tendons and the muscles up. But I do really like him. He's certainly chunky. He's certainly not doing what she is. But I think we all know she's the main event with this. But and it's going to take a lot less time to go through Thanos in terms of what he brings. I think we've had him before. I've never gotten one because I've never really been looking for one. But yeah, absolutely takes me back to the Infinity Gauntlet. I forget who it was, whether it was Bob Layton or who designed him, or what's his name, George Perez, maybe? Can't remember. So let's just put his snappy hand on. Let's Let's have him doing a nice. Let's see how much we can even move this. There you go. Articulation for Thanos. That's your maximum. That's your maximum elbow movement. But you're not getting Thanos for movement. But look at this. Bugger all. There is no sort of butterfly with him. Get in front of me. But you can have him doing a nice Thanos thing, snapping his fingers. There you go. We'll get rid of this. So there you go. As I said at the beginning, Psylocke and Thanos was not really a thing for me. I just thought, oh well, he's just a throwaway figure. Maybe they've got 500,000 Thanos figures that no one bought, which may still be the case. And they know, well, we do this, and people are going to buy it for Psylocke. And Terry in the office, who pushed for Thanos to be made, doesn't have to be wrong anymore, because they can say, oh well, people must love him because they bought it. Who was he packaged with again? Doesn't matter. Never mind. Not a big deal. So So, we've got Psylocke. I mean, that's just having a little, just put her up, stand her up, for God's sake, just stand up. Who would have thought? Psylocke and Thanos, not really a classic pair up. You'd go, well, he's a titan. He's massive. He's got crazy powers from all these Infinity Stones, whereas she is just an incredibly attractive psycho-telekinetic ninja. So, you know what? Now that I think of it, Psylocke, you'll probably be fine. Thanos, you might want to rethink what you're doing, because I think you're getting in over your head. So there we go. I think it's absolutely marvelous. Not going to say this is the best review in the world, but I did want to let you guys see what you're in for. If you are planning on going on a bit of a hunt for one of these, I was certainly considering it. And I did not in a million years think that I would have an opportunity to just pick one up. So I'll tell you what, if you're a Psylocke fan, and you know what, if you don't have a Thanos, I mean, you wouldn't buy it for Thanos, but I tell you what, for me at least, he has not turned out to be the throwaway that I thought he would be. I still feel very deeply for most other people who are affected by the exclusive status of this thing. Like I say, it drives me bananas when they do stuff like that. Of course, it must be worth money for them. They're obviously getting money from somewhere for people to go, let's make sure that our place is the only way you can get it. I don't know. Who knows how it works or why. But yeah, there you go. And enjoy, everyone. Anyone who is hunting desperately, I wish you well. Yeah, she's absolutely marvelous. I don't know how this, I'm not sure how this is going to go if anybody watches this, but if you want, I can do a bit more posing with her, but I'm very conscious of the time I've spent messing around. So thank you very much, those of you who watch it. I hope this was informative. Yeah, enjoy, and best of luck if you are trying to get your hands on one. She's lovely, and he's fun. He is fun. He looks absolutely like he stepped out of the comics. Just a lovely, preposterous comic book villain. Wonderful. Okay, I will sign off again. Thank you so much for those of you who've watched, and certainly who've made it to the end of this waffling of rubbish. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.